the person you sincerely meant to stick with through the joys and hardships of life. But despite your best wishes, there are moments when it seems impossible. It's as though some powerful subterranean current takes hold of you both and leads you down a path of negative thinking, destructive feelings, painful action and reaction, drifting toward isolation and loneliness. What is this mysterious current? Today, as we witness the dissolution of so many marriages, it becomes more crucial than ever to find an answer. And finding that answer has been the mission of my research these past 2 decades. Through intense, detailed observations of hundreds of couples like these, I have charted the invisible emotional currents between husbands and wives, underground streams of feeling that can burst to the surface either as a spring of harmony or a well of discontent. In pursuit of the truth about what tears a marriage apart or binds it together, I have found that much of the conventional wisdom, even among many marital therapists, is misguided or dead wrong. For example, some marital patterns that even professionals often take as a sign of a problem, such as having intense fights or avoiding conflict altogether, I have found can signify highly successful adjustments that will keep a couple together. And fighting, when it airs grievances and complaints, can be one of the healthiest things a couple can do for their relationship. Indeed, how you fight is one of the most telling ways to diagnose the health of your marriage. You will see more clearly why such conventional assumptions are dead wrong as you listen to my explanation of the often elusive emotional dynamics of marriage. Dynamics I have mapped in a simple model that can serve as a template for seeing your own marriage with new eyes. The good news is that if you become familiar with these maps of what shapes the emotional currents in marriage, for better or worse, the seemingly elusive forces that are at work in your own relationship need not be so mysterious to you, nor are you at their mercy anymore. In this book, I will show you how to detect these forces in your own relationship, so that you can see the hidden emotional profile of your marriage, as though through an X-ray. By making these hidden forces visible, you can start to control the direction of your marital journey, calling a final truce on destructive arguments, corrosive ways of thinking about each other, and the downward spiral of reactions that can destroy a marriage. Instead, you can open the door to a more vital, fulfilling relationship. Demystifying the marriage crisis. If you are worried about the future of your marriage, you have plenty of company. There's no denying that this is a frightening time for American couples. More than half of all first marriages end in divorce. Second marriages do worse, failing at a rate of about 60%. Although many social scientists believed that divorce rates had leveled off in the 1980s, new data suggest the opposite. The divorce rate is actually getting worse as time goes on. A 1989 study of U.S. Census records by researchers at the University of Wisconsin found that, based on 1985 data, divorce among recent first marriages stood at a shocking 67%. In other words, 2 out of every 3 new couples are headed for divorce, unless something changes. That something is what this book is about: how to change your marriage to save it. There's no question that the statistics are distressing, especially if you fear that your own marriage may be in danger. What makes the numbers even more disturbing is that no one seems to understand why our marriages have become so fragile. It is as if some hidden evil force is loose in America that is making marriages fall apart. But the reason marriage and its troubles seem so mysterious is really quite simple. Until recently, almost no scientific studies of this complex relationship had been done.